Hello everyone, Michelle here. Welcome. I have 5 Dollar Tree Valentine's DIYs for you today. In today's crafting adventure, I'm going to show you step by step how to make each of these beautiful Valentine's Day DIYs. You're going to need one of these wood bead heart wreaths that you can pick up at Dollar Tree. You're also going to need a package of their arrows that you can pick up in their crafter square section. And we're going to be using the white arrow today. Now to attach our arrow here to our beaded heart, I'm going to be using some floral wire, and I'm going to be using the silver because this will blend in the best. You just need to decide where you want to place it. I like it right about there. Then I'm just going to cut myself a couple short pieces of the floral wire here. Now to hold that in place while I wire it on, I am going to hit it with some hot glue. And now I'm just going to take a piece of the floral wire, wrap it around the arrow and the beaded wreath frame, give a couple twists. Trim and tuck my ends. You want to do that to both sides. My arrow is fully secure. It's not going to go anywhere. Now I want to add a hanger here to the top, and I found that it's best if you attach them at the peak of either side of the heart. I'm just going to use a piece of jute cord and tie it on. Decide how long I want it and then tie it off on the other side. Trim your ends and hit them with a little dab of hot glue so that they don't pull through. You're going to need some ribbon. All of these are 5/8 of an inch. This is a red and white check. This one actually came out of the Christmas section. It was left over. And this is their regular off-white lace ribbon that you can get. And then this one came out of the Valentine's Day section, and it says, "I picked you," red print on a burlap background. You will need at least 3 5/8 of an inch ribbons for this. You can choose whichever color tones you want to use. You will need to cut 3 pieces at 6 inches of each ribbon. So I have my ribbon cut. On my lace ribbon, I left my ends just cut blunt, but on these two, I went in and cut my ribbon at an angle. I like that better. I just don't want my lace ribbon to unravel at all on the ends, so that's why I left it blunt. You'll also need a piece of floral wire. Now we're going to do what I call my messy bow, and it's very simple. Just slowly work your way through and stack out your ribbon. Once you have it all stacked, pinch it in the center and tie it off with your floral wire. And that's what your little messy bow should look like. And you want to leave the floral wire here on the back. That's what you're going to use to attach it here to the wreath. And I'm going to be putting it right up here. Just take the floral wire and wrap it around the area that you want to place it. Pull your floral wire to the back, twist it down, trim it, and tuck your ends. I have my messy bow on. You just want to make sure that your words, if you've chosen a ribbon that has words on it, are facing the right direction so that you can read them. And then once you get it placed and you're happy with it, just tack it down with a little bit of hot glue so it doesn't move. And then for right here in the center, I have this really cute little red heart. Now these come in a package in the Valentine's Day section, and you get several in a bag, and they come in several different sizes and colors. I also pulled out a red love. Now this also comes in a package. You get multiples, and they come in neutral, pink, and red. And this little guy I'm going to hot glue right here onto the arrow. And there you go. We're all done with this project. I think it came out absolutely adorable, and it's perfect if you like farmhouse. Of course, if you wanted to add more color, you can. You can either paint the arrow or you can paint the beads on the wreath. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. To get started on today's craft, you're going to need one of these wood signs that you can pick up from Dollar Tree. Now they carry them throughout the year for several different holidays and seasons. This one is about 18 inches in length. You do want to get one preferably that's white. If it's not white, that's okay. You can paint it white. It needs to be white except for the very front here. We're going to paint that a really pretty soft baby pink. You can use whatever light pink color you have. This one is Folk Art Multi-Surface Satin 2940 Baby Pink. Before you paint though, you want to sand down your surface. Just use a sand block or some sandpaper and go over it. You want to remove any rough edges. If your piece has any stickers or anything on the back, you want to remove that. Sandpaper can also help you remove any of that leftover sticky residue. While our wood base dries, we're going to move on. You'll also need one of these tinsel love signs that I found this year at Dollar Tree. And the first thing that you need to do is go ahead and remove all of the tinsel off of the sign. We won't be using any of that. You just need to find an end, and then they wrap back and forth. I have all the tinsel off, and I just have the frame now. And now we want to separate each of the letters. Just use your wire cutters to snip through the plastic. Now you need to remove this little bit of plastic that's in between the O and the V, as well as between the V and the E, this section and this section. As you can see, I removed that extra bit of plastic, but I did not damage the shape of the letter. Try not to damage the frame around the letter itself. You just want to remove that extra piece of plastic. We are going to be rewrapping these in another material. I have all of my letters separated, and I was able to keep the integrity of each of the letters. You're also going to need some chenille chunky yarn or any other chunky yarn that you would like to use. I picked this up from Walmart. I believe it was like $6 or $7 for this, so not too bad. And I have one here that's left over from a previous project, so I'm going to start with that. And now you just want to cover each of these letters with the white yarn. Start in the back. Just attach it with some hot glue. Just be cautious not to burn yourself. You want to wrap each letter until they are completely covered. You don't want to see that frame at all. So there at the top, when you're gluing the front and back, make sure to squeeze it together so you don't see the frame. Once you've got that attached, you can easily wrap it, and the little nubs that held on the tinsel will help you keep your yarn in place. Get each of your letters wrapped in the white chunky yarn. All of my letters are nicely wrapped. They look good actually on both sides. And my piece of wood is dry. I got my nice light pink color there. And then I left it white elsewhere. And now we're going to attach our letters here to our base so that it'll help it stand up. And I'm going to be attaching them using a combination of Aleene's Original Tacky Glue and hot glue. Once the hot glue sets up, go ahead and turn it over, and then go in and add some more hot glue anywhere where it looks like it needs more. You want to make sure that's nice and secure. I have my love attached to my base, and it stands up on its own very nicely. Now I want to add a little something to decorate. And I pulled out one of these really pretty kind of glittery pink hearts. And these come in a package of 2, and they do come in pink or in red. You'll want to remove the little top here. Just grab at the base and pull. They do come right out. And I want to put this guy right in the middle of my O here, and I want it at a slight angle, just like that. And I'm just going to tack that in with some hot glue. A couple little dots on either side. Just make sure you don't see that hot glue. I have my heart fully glued in and I'm really happy with it. Now, of course, you can decorate this further if you would like, but I'm going to keep it simple. I think this is really pretty and it's going to look great sitting up on my mantle. Now, to help decorate that, I have one of these little metal envelopes that you can pick up from Dollar Tree. They come in pink, red, and galvanized. And then I pulled out another stem of my beautiful small mini roses, again in the pink. Now I went in and I cut a couple of the stems so that they're nice and short. And I also cut two of the longer ferns that also come there on the stem. These are going to be my background. Then I'm just going to fill up my little envelope here. And I really like that. I think it's very pretty and I like those color tones. So when I have this up on my mantle, I can also have this next to it, and I think that is going to look really cute. And along with that, I'm also going to display it with one of the little gnomes. I think the three of these together will look very cute on my mantle. For our next DIY project, you will need a wood heart. You can choose either the larger one or the smaller one. This smaller one comes from the Crafter Square section, and the larger one here comes out of the Valentine's Day section. Today I will be using the smaller one of the two. I pulled out this glitter drape out of my Christmas stash to use in the project today. Traditionally, you would use cotton batting that you can pick up at any fabric store. You can also find it in any large craft store like Joann's, Michael's, or Hobby Lobby. Fold down or cut your cotton batting to a size just a little bit larger than the wood heart that you've decided to use. Glue the wood heart to the cotton batting to make it easier for you to cut it out. Trim out the heart, leaving approximately 1/4 of an inch. Okay, so I have my cotton batting cut out, and I did leave it just a little bit larger than my heart shaped here. Now, because I'm using something that's multiple layers, I've just gone in and added a little bit of hot glue to kind of keep it together while I work on it. Now, this is the fabric that I've chosen to cover it. I think it's very pretty. It's just a really light, small floral print with different colors of pink and green. Now I did iron out my fabric because it did have wrinkles in it and I don't want the wrinkles. So again, you want to lay your heart down and just roughly trace it out so that you can go back and cut it out. And when you cut it out again, you want to leave a good 1 to 1.5 inches of extra space. And now we're going to wrap our heart. Down here at the point, you want to cut straight up from the bottom to up to where the point is. That will help you wrap it. And then same thing here at the dip. Trim right down to the dip. So we're going to attach it now, and the best thing to do to get started is to start at the widest part of your heart. You just want to put down a little bit of hot glue and get those sides pinned down. Now if you have too much fabric, you want to trim that. So here on the point, you end up having too much fabric. So you want to trim that a little bit on both sides. So look and see how pretty that is looking. Now don't worry if you have a lot of excess fabric, you can trim that off once you get it all tacked down. And just do a small section at a time, it'll be a lot easier for you. Now right here where you cut the split, you need to add just a teeny bit of hot glue there so that your fabric does not fray. Once you have everything tacked down, you can remove any excess fabric. I think the heart looks really cute and it's nice and padded. Very, very pretty. Everything excess has been trimmed off. Now if you have any areas where it's not smooth around and it looks like you need to tuck, just go in, add a teeny bit of hot glue, and then push over and pull, and that'll tack it down and smooth out that area. But I'm really happy with that so far. You're also going to need some of the heart ribbon lace that you can pick up from Dollar Tree. This is over in the Valentine's Day section, and I think this is very pretty. Very pretty white lace, and it has these little hearts all the way around. And yes, we are going to trim out our heart here with the lace. And I'm going to start right here at the top. And I'm going to attach it here to the back. Again, you need to be careful. The hot glue will come through the lace, so be cautious. And slowly work your way around your heart. I have my lace trim on, and I'm very happy with the result. And you can see I just hot glued it all the way around the edge. Now if the back here bothers you and you want it to look finished, you can cover it either with a piece of white felt, you can cover it with brown paper, or you can put another wood heart over the back, and that'll cover everything up. If you wanted to hang this, you can add a hanger. This would also look really cute on a wreath as a wreath attachment. The last thing I'm going to add to it is this galvanized word that says love. I think that's very pretty, and I really like the galvanized because it really stands out on the background. And I'm going to be attaching that just using the Aleene's Original Tacky Glue. I'm also going to hit just a couple drops of hot glue to make sure it stays in place until the other glue sets up. I'm really happy with that. I think it looks so pretty, very sweet, dainty, perfect for Valentine's Day. Aren't these little pails absolutely adorable? They come in a package of 3 in the Valentine's Day section. They did have a few different patterns to choose from. Remove the little wire hanger from each of your tin pails. Add a small amount of floral foam to the bottom of each pail. You will also need some heart picks. I grabbed these from my stash, but Dollar Tree does carry them. I believe they come in a package of 6. The 2 larger hearts I will be using as they are. I put together this 3rd pick for the center pail. To make the center pick, you'll want to remove the pick by rotating until it becomes loose. Once it's loose, place it back inside and then twist as you slowly push through to the other side. Then you can add it below the smaller red heart. Do the same thing to the second smaller red heart and place it underneath the pink. Decide the heights that you want each of your topiaries and trim the picks as needed. Place a pick in the center of each of the pails. To finish off the bottom, you can add decorative rock, sand, or moss. Today I'm going to be using this decorative white rock. My heart topiaries are perfect for my mantle. They also would look absolutely adorable down the center of your table. I really do like the end result of my heart topiaries. To get started, you will need a large wood cutout heart that you can get in the Valentine's Day section at Dollar Tree. You'll also need one of the wood laser cutout words, love. You get 2 in a package. We'll also need some deep red and white paint. The white paint is for the heart and the red is for the word love. You'll want to paint the top half portion of the heart in white. Get a good coat of red paint on the word love. It should take 1 to 2 coats depending on the type of paint you're using. The paint is dry on our heart now. To cover the bottom of our heart, I have some of the Crafter Square paper vinyl in this pretty red and white check. This is the smaller version that you can get. I will need to cut a second piece to cover the bottom portion of the heart. Trace out your heart, then trim, leaving a good inch of extra space. Peel off and place your first piece of vinyl, making sure you have enough to wrap on either side. Once you're happy with your placement, turn it over and make small cuts about every inch. Fold over 1 piece at a time to get a nice smooth fit. Take a second piece of vinyl and overlap the first row so that the pattern stays the same. Trim and tuck your vinyl. I found this really pretty cut out heart ribbon at Dollar Tree. I'm going to use it to trim out my vinyl. Make sure to measure out your ribbon a little longer than you need so you can wrap the ends around the edge of the heart. Tack down your ribbon with little dots of hot glue. Replace the jute cord hanger. Now it's time to get our love attached. Decide where you would like to place it. Then attach it with a combo of Aleene's Original Tacky Glue and dots of hot glue. I also love how these wood icons that came in a multi-pack from Dollar Tree have different sizes and colors. Figure out where you would like to place them and glue them down. You will need 3 different 5/8 of an inch ribbon in Valentine's. I pulled out this beautiful red and white check. I also pulled out this burlap base and it says "I picked you" in red. And this really pretty heart ribbon. You will need to cut 3 pieces of each ribbon at 6 inches. I have all my ribbon cut. You'll also need a piece of floral wire. We're going to be making my messy bow. Just lay out and stack the ribbon in a crisscross manner. Pinch in the middle and secure with floral wire. Pull the wire to the back and twist down. Trim any excess wire and then tuck your ends. Here's what your messy bow should look like. We're going to place it right here. Just add a small amount of hot glue and place your bow. For the final touch, I'm going to be using one of the toothpick hearts that comes in a bag at Dollar Tree. Remove the pick and then simply glue the small heart to the center of your bow. And here you go, we are all done. I absolutely love the Valentine's Day sign. It can be hung on the wall or added to a wreath. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorials. I had so much fun putting them together. If you're looking for some more fun, quick and easy Valentine's DIYs, make sure to check these 2 videos out. Have a great day and I'll see you next time.